I live in a chill little duplex on the edge of town. Quiet street, big backyard, just me and my gaming setup. No roommates, no drama. I moved in about 5 months ago, and honestly, life was good, peaceful, until that first photo showed up. It came through a random number, no name, just one picture. Me, dead asleep. The angle was weird though. It wasn't taken from inside my room. It was taken from outside the window. You could see the curtain, the edge of the glass, even the condensation. It was definitely real, not edited. I had that exact blanket over me, exact position, same little scar on my cheek showing. First, I thought it was some prank. Maybe one of my boys messing around. I even laughed, replied with, "Yo, WTF? Who dis?" and forgot about it. Next night, another photo, this time closer, same angle, same time of night. I was on my side now, mouth slightly open, looking dead as hell. The weirdest part? I don't even remember rolling over that night. I started locking my window, drawing the blinds tighter, even left a lamp on just in case. Still got a photo the next night. Same number, no message, just the picture. That's when I started freaking out. I mean, I live alone, no pets. Nobody's supposed to be out there at night. So I did the only thing I could think of. I told my neighbor, Miss Rena, lives in the other half of the duplex. Super sweet lady, probably early 40s. Kinda artsy, always gardening, always smiling. She brings over cookies sometimes or offers me tea when I'm out front. She's like the mom of the block. I showed her the photos, asked if she'd seen anything or anyone weird lately. She gasped, like real dramatic gasp, said, "Oh, sweetheart, that's awful. We need to tell the police." I nodded, told her I would. She offered to help me check the backyard security light and even brought over an extra curtain to block the window better. That night, no photo. I thought it was over. But the next day, I got 3 photos, all from different angles. One was definitely taken from my backyard again. Another looked like it was from the kitchen doorway. And the third, from inside my freaking closet. No lie, I screamed, full-on panic mode. I tore that closet apart. Nothing. No cameras, no holes in the wall. I even checked the crawl space above it, zip. Now I was done playing chill. I called the cops. They came, looked around, said there was no sign of forced entry, advised me to install cameras, change my locks, basic stuff. They left and said to keep documenting things. That night I didn't sleep, and around 3:12 a.m., I got another text. No photo this time, just 3 words. "You're wide awake. I swear to God." I nearly pissed myself. I didn't even move, just sat there staring at the phone, every nerve in my body on fire. I was still sitting there when the sun came up. Miss Rena came over later that morning with some blueberry muffins. She looked at me real concerned and said, "You okay, honey? You look pale." I didn't say much, just nodded and thanked her. But something felt off, like she was too calm, too smiley. I installed a cam in my room that night, facing the window, another in the hallway, one by the back door. I connected everything to my phone, had alerts on full volume. No texts came that night, no photos. I woke up thinking maybe it was finally done. But when I checked the footage from my bedroom cam, my stomach dropped. At exactly 3:09 a.m., the hallway camera caught my bedroom door slowly creaking open. And then, Rena walked in, barefoot, in a white nightgown, holding her phone in one hand, a key in the other. She stood there, just watching me, breathing slow, didn't move for a full minute. Then she raised the phone, snapped a pic, and whispered, "You look so peaceful when you're not screaming." I don't even remember breathing as I watched that footage. My hands were shaking, like full-on tremors. I kept rewinding it, thinking maybe my brain was glitching or something. Maybe it was a nightmare I was just now waking up from. But nah, it was real. The timestamp, the hallway alert, the sound of my door creaking open. It was all there. Miss Rena, my sweet-ass neighbor, cookie lady, friendly smile, plant mom. She had a freaking key to my apartment. I didn't know whether to cry, scream, or puke. I backed away from my phone and just sat in the middle of the living room floor, holding my head. All those late-night muffin deliveries, her checking in, the extra curtain she insisted I hang up. She was helping me cover my own damn window, like a spider tucking in her prey. I didn't know what to do. Calling the cops felt useless. What was I supposed to say? Hey, my neighbor broke into my apartment to take creepy sleep pics? With what, a blurry nightcam clip? No forced entry, no stolen items? I was scared out of my damn mind. That night, I didn't sleep. I didn't even lay down. I sat in the kitchen with a knife, every light in the house on, phone in hand. Midnight came, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and then ding, a photo from the same number, me in the kitchen, holding the knife, taken right then, from behind me. I whipped around so fast I nearly tripped over the stool. Nothing, just my back door shut tight. I stormed over, yanked it open, and started screaming into the dark backyard like a lunatic. "Rena, I see you, you freak. Back off." But the backyard? Dead silent. No wind, no bugs, not even the damn crickets. I was done. I slammed the door, locked it, and finally called the cops again. This time I didn't downplay it. I showed them the footage, the texts, everything. And to their credit, they actually took it seriously. 2 officers stayed behind to look around the property. Said they'd file for a search warrant on Rena's place in the morning. But you know what the scariest part was? She knew. I woke up the next morning to find a little note slid under my door. No envelope, just one piece of paper. It said, "If you show them my photos, I'll show them yours." I still don't know what she meant by that. I've never taken any shady pics, never filmed anything weird. I don't mess with people. I barely talk to people. But the way she wrote it, like she had something on me, it threw me into a spiral. The cops never found her. That night, after they left her place unlocked and cleared for a search, she just vanished. Left behind her clothes, her dishes, even the flowers on her porch, like she'd evaporated. The number that texted me? Disconnected. The cops told me it's possible she had multiple burner phones, maybe even cameras planted inside my apartment. That's what really messed me up. How long had she been watching me? Since I moved in? Or longer? They filed the case under stalking, but nothing really came from it. The footage wasn't enough to press charges without her being found. No prints, no ID trail, nothing. It's been 2 months since. I moved. I live on the 3rd floor now. No neighbors beside me. Cameras in every corner. I even sleep with a bat by my bed. I haven't gotten any more texts, no more photos. But some nights, when the wind's quiet and the city's asleep, I swear I hear faint knocking on the walls. Soft, rhythmic, and sometimes it's coming from inside the closet. The knocking started again last night, but this time it wasn't soft. It was urgent, like fists pounding, like someone trapped, like they were using everything they had to get out. It was coming from inside the closet. I sat up in bed, heart hammering, phone in hand, recording everything. I was done running, done ignoring. I grabbed my bat, turned on every damn light, and slowly walked toward the closet door. The knocking stopped the moment I touched the handle. I threw it open. Nothing. Just hangers, hoodies, a shoebox, my old duffel bag. No one inside. But then my phone buzzed. I looked down. A new message from the same number. It said, Check the ceiling. I froze. There's an attic crawl space above my closet. I'd never opened it, never even thought to, but now, my eyes locked on the square of wood above my head, heart trying to beat out of my chest. I stood on a chair, bat tucked under my arm, and slowly pushed the crawl space open. A dusty ladder dropped down, and above me, pitch black. I climbed, slow, one rung at a time. My phone flashlight barely lit more than a few feet ahead. The attic smelled like insulation and mold, but something else too, like perfume, sweet, familiar. That's when I saw it. A small sleeping bag tucked behind the vent shaft, empty snack wrappers, water bottles, a stack of my mail, and next to it, a shoebox full of photos. All of me, sleeping, showering, eating, changing. Every moment of my life in that old apartment. Every private second. And right on top was a photo of me opening the attic crawl space. It had been taken minutes ago. I dropped the box and turned, shining the light in every direction. "Hello," I shouted. "Who's up here?" And that's when I saw the final message. It was carved into the wooden beam right above the sleeping bag. Rena was never real. There was a mirror nailed next to it. I hadn't noticed it before, but when I looked into it, I saw her standing right behind me, smiling. I didn't scream. I didn't even move. My breath caught in my throat as I stared at the reflection of her. Rena, standing there with that twisted smile, her hands folded in front of her. It was like she was waiting for me to figure it out, but I didn't need to figure anything out. My heart was already racing, pounding against my ribs. The sweat that dripped down my face didn't feel real. Nothing felt real. I whipped around, bat in hand, but nothing. I turned back to the mirror. She was still there, but this time she wasn't smiling anymore. She was laughing. It was quiet at first, just a faint sound, like a child's laugh echoing in a cave. Then it grew louder, more sinister, until it was all I could hear. And then, just like that, she was gone. I looked down at the floor, my hands shaking as I reached for the photos scattered around me. The one that had been on top showed her face. It wasn't Rena. I dropped the photo, backing up against the attic wall. Her face was twisted, distorted, like someone had been wearing her skin, wearing her mask, and then peeled it off. What was left was a hollow, featureless face. Nothing. Empty. Dark eyes. A black void that seemed to swallow everything around it. And that's when I heard it. Knocking. Soft but unmistakable. Came from below, from the living room, from the door. I climbed down the attic ladder, heart in my throat, bat gripped tight in my hands. I didn't look at the ceiling. I didn't dare. But as I reached the bottom of the ladder, the knocking grew louder, more insistent. I rushed to the door, my pulse racing. And then, I saw the last photo. It was pinned to the door. It was me, but I wasn't standing in front of the door. I was behind it, and in the reflection on the other side of the door, I could see her.